Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Sir John Oldcastle and we get to hear from Murley the Brewer again today in Act 2, Scene 2. Now, yesterday at the beginning of the scene, we had Acton and Bourne and Beverly talking to Murley, and they feel him out to make sure that he's on their side, the proto-Protestant side, and he's like, yes, I am. And then they're like, if you had some money to contribute to our cause, we could make you a colonel. And he's like, I don't know anything about being a colonel. And they're like, well, our general could knight you, and then it doesn't matter that you don't know, you'd have the power of a knight. And he's like, oh, is your general Sir John Oldcastle? Is it Lord Cobham? And they're like, obviously, yes. So Murley starts getting all excited about this, and he's like, where is everybody meeting, and how many men do you have? And he learns that everybody's going to be meeting at Ficket Field on Friday, January 14th, which is known for having bad weather, but they're like, never mind that. If you're tough, then you'll show up anyway. So in yesterday's monologue, he was like, yes, I will show up. You can count on me. I will bring all of my men. We will be at Ficket Field on Friday. And they responded by saying, well, how much money are you bringing with you? And he says, I'm bringing 500 pounds. And they're like, we need at least 10,000 pounds from you, because we have a lot of men, and 100,000 pounds would barely cover their salaries for 2 months. 500 pounds isn't going to do anybody any good. We need at least 10,000. So Murley says, paltry, in and out, to and fro. Upon occasion, I have 10,000 pounds to spend, and 10 too. And rather than the bishop shall have his will of me for my conscience, it shall all out. Flame and flax, flame and flax. It was got with water and malt, and it shall fly with fire and gunpowder. Sir Roger, a cartload of money until the axe tree crack. Myself and my men in Ficket Field on Friday next. Remember my knighthood and my place. There's my hand. I'll be there. So this is him agreeing. He just happens to have 10,000 pounds lying around that he can afford to contribute to this war effort, that he can contribute to the Protestants. And he's like, you know what, rather than give it to the bishop where I would normally give it, as alms, as penance, as offerings, all that sort of thing, he's like, I'll spend it over here with all y'all. It'll be great. I'll bring all my men. We'll be at Ficket Field, and don't forget, I'm supposed to be a knight after all of this. And he's like, okay, cool. So they shake on it, and he goes off, and the other three are left there, and they're like, who knew that a brewer had so much money? And they're like, yeah, and I thought that he always used too much malt and not enough water in his beer. And they're like, well, normally that's not the way to do it, but he did good for himself. And you sort of get the sense that they're going to go and continue to try to recruit people with promises of knighthoods or colonelships or things like that. They're like, see, if we tap into people's ambition just a little bit, we can get all kinds of help. And then the scene ends. So kind of a fun, lighthearted little scene of mustering the troops to go off to the battlefield, which we will hopefully see at some point. Come on back tomorrow for more and we'll find out. Mwah.